Good morning, team. Our today's topic is controlling the conversation, a very important skill for networkers. And this people who control the conversation really do two things really well: is they ask questions and they listen. Sometimes people have a misconception that if they talk a lot, they control the conversation, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So we're going to kind of break it down into asking questions and listening, but today I want to talk about listening, or at least start with listening, because that's the skill that I find so many people are lacking in general, and networkers in particular. So there are three levels of listening. The first level of listening is really not listening at all. It's not effective, it doesn't work. And that's the level when you ask question, they're answering, and you are processing in your head, what does it mean for you? Oh, he said he's successful, so he doesn't need any money. So he probably is not interested in a business, or whatever else the chatter that's going on in your head. You have to understand that you're really not listening to this person at all. You're listening to your own chatter in your head, and there's no real connection. So you could be going there and spending a lot of time and getting yourself very frustrated and think, why are people not connecting with me? It's because you're really not connecting with them. You're not listening to them on any effective level. And so level two is you really listening to them, so you hear every word and you are not thinking about anything, because now you are conscious that this would be wrong. You just want to be listening to them. And sometimes, when you're a new networker and somebody gives you a script, you're reciting script in your head. So now you understand, okay, I'm not going to recite my script here. I'm going to recite my script in the kitchen in front of the mirror. But right now, I'm just listening to this person. And you understand every word they say, and you, processing it. But you're doing it on a strictly logical level. And you're kind of translating their words into what it means for you, and you're making the decisions based on that, of what these people are saying. And it's really a lot more effective. This is a lot more effective way of listening. But the most effective way of listening is the third level. And the third level is when you listen to them with your logical mind, but you also tune into them. You really connect to this person on every level. You look for expression of their face. You listen to tonality in their voice. Maybe you're gonna hear something when they say something, and then they stop and go. And you know that this, maybe what they just said, has a lot of emotional value for them, emotional connection for them. And this level of listening takes a little practice. And you might be getting tired sometimes and losing your train with that, because it's almost like meditative state, so it takes a little practice. And so what is a lot better than all of a sudden, if you find yourself, you were listening on that level, and all of a sudden your mind wandered and you lost something that they said. It's a lot better to say, I'm so sorry, excuse me, my mind wandered and I just missed what you said, and it's so important for me. I want to know what you were saying. Could you please repeat that? Then try to wing it and to pretend that you heard people, and then you miss something that was important to them, and they immediately think, he really doesn't care for me, or she really doesn't care for anything I'm saying, because I just said something that was so important for me, and they totally missed it. And you might come back with some answer, or just really miss something very important that could be a very important lead on for you in providing solution for these people to what their pain is. So when you go out, ask questions and practice listening, and just be conscious. Don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself. It's not about judging. Just have fun with it, and just ask yourself a question after you ask them and they talk to you, and you've been listening. Ask yourself, what level of listening was I on, and try to become more conscious of your listening skills. So that's the message for today, and it's a little over 5 minutes. Thank you for giving me that time, from my heart to yours, and I'll talk to you soon.